Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely crucial for so many of us, finding actual profound peace right in the middle of our chaotic mornings. We're looking at a prayer to start the day calmly. You know, if you've ever felt like your morning is a chaotic race you're already losing before your feet even hit the floor, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to explore how just a structured, intentional moment of morning reflection can literally transform the whole shebang. Not just your mindset, but your entire day. Let's get right into it. Think about it for a second. How do you start your day? Is it the jarring, blaring sound of an alarm? A frantic rush to check your emails? The sudden, crushing realization of everything you have to get done? Right? For so many of us, the day begins with a massive spike of adrenaline and an immediate sense of urgency. We wake up and boom, we are instantly playing defense against a highly demanding world.
Which brings us to Section 1, the weight of the morning.
Okay, let's dive into this. Before we talk about solutions, we really have to acknowledge the heavy emotional burden these modern stressors place on us. First, there's the constant, unrelenting noise of the modern world. Then, heavy family responsibilities. Add to that endless work obligations, and it all just culminates in a looming sense of morning anxiety. When you stack them up like that, it vividly validates why you might feel totally overwhelmed. It's like the world demands our complete attention before we've even had a chance to take a single deep breath.
But here is where we need to slow down for a second and really look at what's happening. Underneath all that stress lies a profound truth. Emotional exhaustion stems from trying to control things completely out of our hands. We wake up and immediately try to micromanage the universe. We try to control traffic, other people's moods, unpredictable future outcomes. Actually, scratch that, we try to control literally everything. And this futile human effort to control everything, that is the actual root cause of our morning panic.
Section 2, prayer as a refuge.
Now, this sanctuary isn't some mechanical religious checklist that you just rush through to feel productive. Instead, think of it as a genuine, serene shelter when the heavy demands of the morning start raining down on you. As 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." Notice that word, cast. You don't have to carry it. You literally do not have to face your daily burdens alone. It's a comforting, grounding reminder that someone else is willing to do the heavy lifting for you, if you just let them. Section 3, letting go of human control. This brings us to a critical perspective shift regarding our incredibly tight grip on trying to manage every little detail. Just look at this comparison. On one hand, we have human effort, exhausting ourselves trying to control the uncontrollable. Contrast that with the calm of the soul. What happens when we let go and choose to trust God? It perfectly contrasts worldly exhaustion with deep, spiritual serenity. Every single morning, you essentially have to choose which mindset you want to live in. And this shift is anchored by a living promise in Matthew 11:28. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This isn't just a nice poetic thought, It's a guarantee of deep interior rest for anyone who actively seeks it, especially those of us who are completely weighed down by that morning rush. Moving on to Section 4, gratitude, surrender, and petition. Let's see how this actually builds, because how do we put this into practice, right? It builds into a simple, structured approach to create a calming morning routine that really works. Step 1 is gratitude, simply being thankful for the new dawn, recognizing the day as a gift. Step 2 is surrender, actively handing over your plans, your fears, and your decisions. And step 3 is petition, asking for peace, discernment, and strength. By intentionally walking through these 3 steps, you construct an incredibly effective, calming prayer that sets a solid foundation for absolutely everything that follows. And that brings us to the definition of Christian calm. It is not the absence of problems, but the absolute certainty that God accompanies every step. Listen, adopting this practice doesn't magically erase your daily challenges. You will still have deadlines, difficult conversations, and unexpected roadblocks, for sure. But it fundamentally changes how you walk through them. You walk with certainty, not panic.
Section 5, transforming our environment.
So the crucial point here is that this internal shift doesn't just stay hidden inside of you, it radiates outward. A serene heart responds with patience instead of snapping. You listen with attention instead of being constantly distracted. You act with greater wisdom. Ultimately, your personal morning peace becomes a direct blessing to your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Your internal calm literally changes the atmosphere of the rooms you walk into. It's a real game changer. As we wrap up this explainer, consider the powerful words of Lamentations 3:22 through 23. It reveals that God's mercies renew every morning. True calm depends on trusting Him who sustains life. Think about how incredibly freeing that is. Every single morning, when the sun comes up, you are handed a fresh, clean slate. Yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's anxieties, they're gone. You get to start completely over.
I want to leave you with this final thought. Tomorrow morning, whose voice will you let your heart listen to first? Will it be the anxious noise of the world, the frantic demands of your to-do list, or will it be the quiet, calming voice of peace? The choice is entirely yours. Thank you for joining me today on The Explainer. I hope this brings a little more clarity and a whole lot more calm to your mornings. See you next time.